welcome to Maxie Monroe on the mat. Follow me on Instagram at On the Couch with Maxie Monroe. In this quick video, I'm going to do a couple of crunches. I'm going to separate it into two videos so that they're not too long. They're easy to follow. So for the first one, we're going to start with some easier crunches, and then I'm going to move into a second video of a continuation of this. So I've got my mat, I've got my water, and I am going to go into the position for abdominal work. Always remember, please practice safely. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, it's important that you monitor what's best for you in your current condition, and always start small and work up to the challenge that when you feel that you can. So with crunches, basically there are so many crunches. So I'm going to start with a basic crunch, and then I'm going to add another dimension to it, and then there's some other versions, and I'm going to add a weight to it. So we'll do some of that in the first video. There's going to be a second part to the crunches. For the first one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hands behind my head. I also want to make sure that when I go into my crunch position, I'm engaging the abdominals, and I also have my feet hip distance apart. So the whole idea with crunches is you're working the six pack, right? You're not working your neck. You want to be thinking about using the abdominals to crunch up, right? So I'm breathing in as I exhale and crunch, right? So every time I bring my body up, my upper body up, I'm thinking about engaging my six pack. So this is primarily for our rectus abdominis muscles. That's what the term is, technical term. But everybody knows the six pack or the 12 pack or the 10 pack. So this one, you could start with this exercise, do your sets of it, or you can move into the second exercise that I'm going to show you. So to really challenge this a little bit further, I showed this in another video. If you have any type of issues with your shoulders, do not do this, okay? So then I would just say have your arms down by the side, and you can actually crunch this way. So again, be mindful of your certain conditions that may be, causing you more harm than good. So I'm going to place my arms behind my head, and I'm crossing them a bit. This challenges quite a bit. So again, you're crunching up and you're using those abdominal muscles. Again, you could go from the first crunch and do 10 of those, and then work into this second crunch for 10. Or how many you could do. If you can do more, absolutely. I encourage you always to challenge yourself. Okay, I'm just going to rock my neck back and forth. My neck is always challenged. Now, I have an exercise that I want to show with a weight, and this one you could do with a plate or a dumbbell, or you could actually have a weighted ball as well. And any type of weight can be used, but don't do anything crazy heavy, because I'd hate to see you have anything fall on you and hurt you. So the idea with this one is you're actually crunching up towards the ceiling. So if you see, I'm basically not going this way. I'm pushing almost like I'm reaching for the ceiling with the weight. Remember to breathe, engage those abdominals. Again, you could go from the first. So if I was going to demonstrate doing back-to-back exercises with no rest, you can take rest, by the way. The way I would do it is I would start with my 10 of my crunches. Then I would move into 10 of my arms back in this position of right behind my head as I crunch up. And then I would move into my next 10 of my weight, basically reaching for the ceiling. And so if you did that back to back, believe me, you're going to feel it. Okay, I'm going to stretch my neck. All right. And I'm going to do one more crunching exercise, and then I'm going to do a second video because I'm trying to keep these really short. We're going to do what they call a cycle crunch. There's different terms for that. You can call it bicycle too. So you're in the tabletop. I've got my abdominals engaged. Let's just remind you, breathing in, exhale, bringing the belly button down towards the mat or towards your spine, and then reaching one leg up to tabletop and the second leg. And in a bicycle, you're basically crossing. Now, this one is not necessarily just for the six pack. It is for the obliques. The idea is that you want to be visualizing like you're reaching the elbow towards the inside of the knee. Okay, I lied. I have one more crunching exercise that I want to show you. Okay, so that's the bicycle. Always release nice and gently. So the last one actually is almost for the obliques. And what you want to be thinking about doing is you want to be thinking about reaching one arm towards the foot. So you see I'm going to the right and then to the left. And what that does is it engages your obliques. It's actually not as easy. There is another way to do it where you can also do a crunch where you place your arms in the middle and then crunch up. But this one, like I said, the last two are really for the obliques. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I've got a second one I'm going to be posting shortly that's a continuation of this one. Stay safe, stay well. I hope you learned something about crunches today. I've got my water. And thank you for joining me again with Maxie Monroe on the mat. And let's keep up our fitness. Let's keep up our health during our really, really, really tough